viewers, a very warm welcome to the first session of GTTP training. My name is Ruchika Agarwal and we are here to talk about a very interesting topic today, forecasting tourism trends in the year 2020. So this is a new year and we can definitely estimate what is going to happen in this sector in the new year. The year 2020 is gearing up and shaping up for an exciting year for the tourism sector. Gen Y and Gen Z both have put a lot of travel destinations on their priority list. They are saving money to check off destinations from their bucket list, and they are also the ones who will be going on solo trips. The government is realizing that there is a lot that they can do in the tourism sector, which will not only help them but also the community, the local community as a whole. But together with that, they are also realizing that over-tourism is becoming a problem. Over-exploitation of resources, over-exhaustion of resources is again a problem. So the government is now trying to direct and divert the tourists to the places which are unexplored and to the places which are unseen, so that these places which are over-exploited can be saved. Of course, the economic, political as well as the cultural upheaval will definitely have an impact on the tourism sector, but all this will definitely guide us in forecasting the future trends. So today we will specifically try to think what the future of tourism sector looks like. This is totally an estimation. This is based upon the current trends and how the technology is improving day by day. So firstly, I will try to talk about the cashless transactions. Cashless transactions has been a recent reform and has been taken up very well in the last decade. But and is very different from the travelers when they used to carry a lot of hard cash. They used to queue down for currency exchange, and also they used to carry traveler's check. But now life is being made easy, and definitely in the coming decade, travelers will be relieved to with the development of digital economy, they will be using more of cashless transactions for their tourism needs, and this will definitely be a lot of have an impact on the conveniency as well as the security purposes also. Secondly, this decade is likely to witness a change in the mindset of the employees, the professionals as well as their bosses. So earlier it used to happen that in the corporate sector, a few days were allotted in the year when the professionals were allowed to take it off and go on the vacation and come back rejuvenated to work. But now with the development of technology like 5G, video conferencing, and also with the change in the shift of thoughts, the bosses have a more broader view. They are open to more choices, so that they are allowing their employees to go on a vacation and work from these exotic locations. This not only helps the employees to work better, that's what the bosses have realized and will realize, but also will help them to be retained. The talent will be retained more and managed better. Next, with so much of unrest in the world, the youth is realizing their role, what they can do to contribute a little to bring back peace in different places. So it feels good to help others. Kind of travel will take up in the coming decade. This kind of tourism will not only be needed for helping others, but also for helping oneself to evolve. Taking a break from routine life, or moving to a destination as community helpers, as community workers, and just helping people who are facing difficulties due to riots or war-affected areas. That will be on the priority list of the youth. The year 2019 was declared as the year of the vegan. So according to the Vegan Society, if the whole world went meat-free by 2050, it would save 8 million human lives. And the greenhouse gas reduction would be for about 2/3. So that's a lot, and the youth is realizing this, and globally many restaurants and cafes are now having a lot of vegan options on their menu cards. There is a chain and explosion of vegan restaurants and vegan cafes which will be seen in the coming decade as well. So vegan only trips, retreats and cooking classes will be a trend to look forward to. The next trend comes from the fact that nowadays youth is facing too much of constant mental and physical clutter. There is a lot of things in the mind, still there is need for more. There is a lot of materialistic pleasures, still there is desire for more. So ultimately one feels too cluttered in life, and this kind of holiday, which is called the Spartan holiday, it basically deals with the minimalistic lifestyle holidays. So here what will happen in the coming decades, not only the youth will want to be digitally detoxed, but they will also want to accept the minimalist way of life. On these holidays, they will be carrying minimal clothes, they will be carrying only what is required. They might be writing, they might be sketching, they might be going on tech-free hikes. So the minimal use of digital gadgets, as well as they will not be depending a lot on luxury basically. So they will be living life like a monk. So this will be a trend which will be catching up really in this coming decade. The next trend which I look forward to is the climate conscious trips. Youth has now realized that the environment, the climate has been really exploited over many years, and now is the time that we need to take this stand. Tourism also definitely adds on to the carbon emissions in the climate to a great extent. So the youth will be, trying to use modes of transport that are that are more environment friendly. They will be involved in activities that are more environment friendly, so that they do not leave a lot of carbon footprints from their tourism activities. Another trend to look forward to will be luxury lifestyle flights. We have all heard of luxury trains like Deccan Odyssey and Palace on Wheels, but this trend will be catching up with long duration flights as well. Flights like Emirates and Qatar Airways already have bars for their first and business class passengers, but the day is not far off when there will be, children's play areas, maybe clinics, yoga centers, or even lounges inside a luxury flight. So this can be actually a reality very soon. Apart from all this, the most highlighted trend will be that of responsible tourism. Ecotourism has been, the word ecotourism has been spoken about for a long time and has developed to an appreciable extent also. But there have been interesting trends where people are now wanting to fly less and use other modes of transport. Flight shaming has become a trend now. Also, more travel brands and companies are promoting off-season travels to reduce the impact of tourism. Also, more and more travel businesses are putting in a lot of portion of their income in the rehabilitation and development of the protection of land and habitat and endangered species, and they are trying to conserve the species that are near extinction. So, a lot of work has been done and is being done towards the responsible tourism, and the youth today, who is actually the traveler, who will actually be the next decade traveler, is a conscious traveler, is understanding what impact he or she is having on the environment, on the communities to where they are traveling. So they are definitely moving towards responsible tourism. With the rapid growth of technology and digitization, we can expect the unexpected. And I must be prepared to witness the beautiful creations of nature supported with genius minds of human civilization. Lastly, I would like to say that when the world's largest taxi company owns no taxi, that is Uber, and the largest accommodation provider owns no real estate, like for example Airbnb, and the largest food delivery system owns no restaurants like Zomato and Swiggy. So if this is the way hospitality and tourism sector is progressing and growing and changing, then I believe that opportunities are immense. We just need to look around for possibilities, and create an exemplary growth in this sector is very, very high. Thank you.